Hey guys, it's Caesar Build here with my Lego Mogira. I almost said Megalon. Um, so obviously this doesn't like GMK Godzilla. Well, yeah, I can explain. See, I was gonna start building GMK, but then I had this thought that maybe I should try to build Gemstone because there's no Lego Gemstone on YouTube. Like there's only one, and it's like a mini version. Um, so I was thinking about I was gonna make a poll for that, so people could go answer. Um, yeah, and over the weekend I really didn't have much time to build anything, so I didn't really want to leave you guys stranded, so I built Mogira out of the short little time I had. Also, I don't want to leave you guys without a video for like a week long because that I can't do that again. But I guess we'll get into the one accessory first. And it's this little beam piece that just attaches to the chest. It's very simple. It just kind of, it's there. Yeah, it's like a transition from blue to green to yellow. I had to use one of Lego's like 50 million different shades of green in order to get a smooth transition. So, yeah, that's only accessory though. It's very simple. We can get into the actual build, which is M.O.G.U.E.R.A. Unfortunately, these studs are showing, and it bothers me every time I look at her from like a top angle because it just looks weird. But you know, I guess it looks fine. Also, the blue, I wanted to use like sand blue, but then that wasn't the right color. I didn't have the pieces, so then I wanted to try using like I don't know, like that other shade of blue. There's 20 different shades of blue in Lego or something. Maybe it's more than green. But then I wanted to use like a slightly more bluish blue. I don't know, a slightly more saturated blue. But I also didn't have the pieces, so I didn't want to use like that really dark classic blue. So I decided I was gonna use clear blue. And it kind of makes it look like energized, so I guess it's fine. As you can see, the head I'm not supposed to have that slope there, but I needed to add like the little antenna to her. So yeah, the drills are made of these like these parts. I got them off like a Lego Zane mech, so I'm not sure what they're called, but you know they work really good for drills. I got the saw on her back, and I got like the kind of tinier saw on her back. There's supposed to be two of them, but I couldn't fit those, so we just made it one big saw. And then I got the rocket tail. Yeah, rocket tail. We have the rocket tail. Little cannon on the chest, and that's really all the details. Articulation is extremely limited, seeing as this is M.O.G.U.E.R.A. Nothing at the head for real. Arms down that far, up that far. The drills can spin, so. Oh, and the nose drill can spin. Legs are just hinge joints. Yeah, and the toe is just a hinge joint. It's a robot, guys. It's a brick, okay? It's M.O.G.U.E.R.A. That's all that matters. So I guess we could just do size comparisons since this video is going to be short, finally. Okay, so I built this weird little robot over the weekend. Yeah, I was trying to build GMK, but also, GMK is hard to build for absolutely no reason. But I built like this little robot. It was kind of like in 10 minutes. I built like this weird little robot. Kind of looks like Metal Sonic. Yeah, it has this long tail. I think he looks really cool. But yeah, I built this little robot. He is shorter than M.O.G.U.E.R.A. I guess you fold the wings all the way down, then he's just a tad bit taller than her, or at least the same size. And then if you stood him up on his tail, then he's definitely longer. But yeah, Quetzalcoatl next. I'll pull out SPN gears because he's not destroyed. Well, see, I've never rebuilt him, guys. I haven't had time to do anything for real. Quetzalcoatl, shorter than M.O.G.U.E.R.A, but when you factor in the wings, is much taller than M.O.G.U.E.R.A. I'm gonna start referring to M.O.G.U.E.R.A as a her. I don't know why, but M.O.G.U.E.R.A just gives off a her. I guess because I watch too much Monster Island Buddies, and I just assume M.O.G.U.E.R.A is a her. Robot, she's just a little taller than the robot. Yeah, just a tad bit taller. Also, I built this weird. Yeah, I built a lot of things over the weekend. None of which were GMK. Okay, I tried building him, and then I just took a break from building him because, guys, that is difficult. I built like this, like I don't know, Super X2, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it's basically just a plane, like a bomber. I don't know. It does like the Super X a little, like just a slightly more flatter Super X. Yeah, very short. GMK's prototype head. See, like this is what I'm working with right now. Like if I build him like this, he's going to be this tall. Which is not a problem because like I have a bunch of black pieces, but like struggling to get his eyes. I'm struggling to get everything. I think I'm just gonna move on from the head. Well, I'm gonna build the jaw, and then I'm just gonna move on from the top of the head, and just move on to the rest of the body. So if I do that, I'm probably gonna be able to put out the GMK build video by Friday. No, maybe next week. Next week. We'll go with next week. Oh yeah, the effect piece. It's how many studs is this? It's like three. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is like 9 1/3 tall studs. 9 with 1 stud, which is the disc piece. Yeah, so you can see how tall he is. She is. They are. I don't know. You can see how tall Mogira is. And then minifigure. And my minifigure. No, I was gonna say that was accurate, but it's not. The actual an actual in scale human would probably be maybe smaller than that. Actually, I think he would. I don't know. I'm not sure. Also, did y'all know that, like, Mogira is taller than Heisei Godzilla? Like, I could never envision that. And then I looked up her size, and then I realized she is 120 meters tall. So she's, like, 20 meters taller than Godzilla. That never made sense to me, because why is she that tall? I don't know, it just felt awkward. Like, I can never imagine Mogira being that tall. It just feels weird. I am currently trying to rebuild M.O.G.U.E.R.A so I can get him in the size comparisons. But yeah, next video. Okay. More people need to answer the poll because there's only like 12 people, which is still good, okay? Trust me. The maximum amount of people I've ever gotten, I think, is like 22. So, we have more subscribers now, so I better see people on that poll. But yeah, I think, because it's kind of like a back and forth battle. Like, for the most part, GMK is winning. Like, at first, it was GMK, then it was a tie between Gemstone and GMK, then it was GMK, then it was a tie, then it was GMK. So, I just have a feeling that GMK is going to win. So, I'm probably going to start building him. But, you know, if the poll does change, I don't know, since it's such a close fight, if the poll does change and GMK ends up losing, I may just go ahead and build Gemstone and GMK. Like at different time periods, because I cannot do both of those at the same time. They both cannot exist solely because I do not have enough pieces. Also, I got a comment with someone saying like buy more pieces, which is understandable, but guys, I kind of have to buy my own pieces. Well, I don't have to, but I prefer buying my own pieces, and I'm not made of money, as your parents would say. I'm not made of money. Money does not grow on trees. And Lego sets are expensive. Like, I don't buy just, like, singular parts because that feels a little inefficient. Like, when I can just buy a set that has multiple different parts that I can use. Also, I just finished building M.O.G.U.E.R.A. So, yeah. Here's SP M.O.G.U.E.R.A. That's how tall he is compared to M.O.G.U.E.R.A. I was about to say Megalon. Oh, my gosh. M.O.G.U.E.R.A, Megalon, Mega-Gearus, Mothra. I don't know, there's one character I kept thinking of whenever I said M.O.G.U.E.R.A. Like, it wasn't Megalon or any of the other characters. It was someone else. I can't remember. It was like, I don't know. It was another character that I just kept thinking of whenever I said, her name. But yeah, that was M.O.G.U.E.R.A. I don't know. They all make some more accessories for her. But I really need y'all to answer that poll, please. Okay, that's going to determine the next video. Also, I did make another post about the poll. If GMK does win the poll, which I think he's going to, I'm going to make GMK Mothra to go with him. And if Gemstone wins the poll, then I'm going to make Gigan Rex. So, it depends on how, because, like, if it ends up being a tie, then I'm just going to, like, choose which one I want to build. But if it's a close enough, if it, like, okay, let's say one person answers one more than the other, and it ends up being, like 30% to, well, no, what if it's, like, 40% to 50%, 40% to 60%? Guys, I swear I'm good at math. Like, if it's something like that, where, like, one more person answered on the poll, and it ended up being, like, a one-answer winner, then I'm probably, I may just choose which one I want to do. Honestly, if it does end up being that situation, I'm probably going to choose Gemstone because, first of all, Gigan Rex is cool. Also, Gemstone is cool, and those are the only reasons. But, you know, if GMK does win, then he's going to get Mothra. Hopefully. Hopefully. It depends on if I could build that version of Mothra, because, see, like, Heisei Mothra is very easy. She's very, just, like, blocky and round at the same time. The GMK Mothra, she's a more complicated. Also, purple, and purple is kind of my kryptonite, so, yeah, purple. I don't know if there's anything else for this video. I'll probably see you next week, hopefully, maybe sooner. I could try to get to you sooner. I can try to get to you sooner. There we go. I try to get to you sooner, but, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably gonna be next week. Maybe next week, Friday. I don't know. I'm trying to create a schedule, but it's not working very well. So, I forgot to have a better outro than just bye. I don't know. I was gonna do signing off, but that's just, I feel like I'm stealing from another YouTuber. I don't know whose video I'm stealing from, but like I'm not gonna say signing off. I don't know. Bye.